Welcome back to another video. Before I get started in this video, I'm asking you guys right now because I've been looking at my analytics and my likes are not matching my views. So please tap that thumbs up button before we get started. I have tons of information that I want to share with you guys, but I do need you guys to have active engagement for me to continue sharing this information. A lot of stuff that I'll be talking about in the near future will be things you've never heard of before. So you definitely want to show that you appreciate what I'm doing so I can keep this going. The grips that the government has over the people goes deeper than what is surface level. Like if you thought you've already went deep, like Jordan Maxwell, David Wynn Miller, and all of those type of people, if you think they've went deep, well, I'm going to add another layer that you've probably not heard of when it goes to how deep this goes. So today we'll be talking about the hidden estate and how the Strawman is a global surety bond backed by your DNA. All right. The Strawman isn't just a commercial fiction. It's a living bond. So we're going to go deep into that. But before I begin, I want to let you guys know that this information is for educational purposes only. And you should research everything that I'm saying for yourself and not just take my word. Now let's go. There are many people that say there's a Sesta KV trust in their name, but it's kind of like, what does that even mean? Right? So let's go into what that actually is. Now, what I like to call it is a hidden estate. Because there is an estate set up where they use you and your labor as surety, which I've been saying this over and over and over again, but this is the crux of how they're able to create credits from you, all right, and your signature. So how the Strawman becomes a global surety bond backed by your DNA, all right, that's what we're getting into today. You are not just bonded through paper, you are bonded through frequency. You are the true currency and they know this. So they tap into your energy source every chance they get, even when it comes down to award shows, sports games, the stuff that happens on the news. All of this stuff is tapped into your frequency so that they can make you feel how they want you to feel, so they can push their agendas how they want to push them based on your frequencies. They energy harvest at a mass scale, and a lot of people don't realize that's what's taking place. From birth to bond, the first transaction. Remember, I told you guys that everything that you do is a transaction. If you haven't heard me say that before, please go check out my other videos. Transactions happen every day, and every transaction opens a contract, even if it's a verbal contract, okay? So one, when you're born, you're not just named. You're tagged, recorded, and processed like cattle. Two, the hospital footprint, birth certificate, blood sample, and social security number initiate a multi-layered securitization process. So they enter you into some deep contracts that pretty much carry on their agenda. 3. Your DNA is the ultimate asset used to create a living financial instrument that's traded without your awareness. The Strawman is more than a name. It's a living proxy tied to your genome. So everything they do is tied to your DNA, the DNA they extracted from you at the time of your birth in their private hospital. There is a thing in the status correction where you do like a live life claim where you send off a part of your DNA, but you send it back to yourself. There are people that's like, I'm not sending my DNA through the mail. Chill, bro. They already got your DNA. The time that you were born in that hospital, you were a baby and your parents weren't even aware or even watching what they were doing, but they have procedures set in place for collection. Why do you think they have blood banks? Why do you think they take the umbilical cord blood and put it in banks and you don't have access to it unless you request it? And how about this? A better one. They take the placenta and they put it away. How about that? The Strawman as a global trust instrument. The all caps name is only part of the shell. The hidden estate is built across 5 layers. Let's go over those 5 layers. The first one is the legal fiction, which you guys know is the Strawman. So that's the all caps name. The next one is biometric trust, which is your facial scans and thumbprints. This is why when you get booked or you go to get fingerprinted for certain jobs, this is why you got to do all of that kind of stuff. Next is medical trust. So vaccine status, so how much you get vaccinated, and your health records. This is why they have online portals. They used to keep it on paper, but now it's all been converted to digital. Next is financial trust, and that's through credit, taxes, and social security. And the last one is energetic trust, and that's through consent, silence, and participation. So as long as you don't say anything, all of these things can go on happily as planned. Each layer is managed through contractual presumption and bonded enforcement. So if you don't rebut the presumption, guess what? Let's get into biometric bonding, which I like to call the digital prison. All right. Why are facial recognition and biometric scans pushed so hard? They even have it on your phone at this point because they update and secure your global surety bond. All right. Your iris scan, voice print, and DNA are being linked to your Strawman account, preparing for full-on bioeconomic control. So this is why they have like certain companies that'll ask you, do you want to store your voice print in their system so the next time you call, they can recognize that as you? I hope you guys aren't doing these things. They are asking for you to give up more of who you are into their system so that they can tie you into this entity that they created to act as you or you to act as. All right. This isn't about ID. It's about ownership. They are perfecting the claim over your estate using your body as a trust asset. This is also why at the airport they have that little TSA thing where you can get through quickly if you store your biometrics. These are ways that they capture your essence and connect it into their system. Your DNA as the asset of a hidden trust. Human DNA is now patented, analyzed, and stored. Trusts are being built around genetic data under transhumanist law. I wonder why Elon Musk is in office. The corporate state assumes you've donated your body to science, government, and finance, unless you tell them otherwise. This is why it's not good to be an organ donor. If you are an organ donor, then the next time, or make it a duty to go and take that off of your driver's license or your ID. They don't need to enslave your body when they own your genome and consent. As long as they have these things, they are able to energy harvest in the way they are. When you unplug from the matrix, you have to unplug completely. There is not just one way to do it. You have to do it completely. That even goes into not even indulging in their festivities like sports games, award ceremonies, all type of stuff when it comes to what they give you. It's time for you to take that back because that's how they harvest your energy. Private banking can't ignore the body. Private banking isn't just about policies and promissory notes. If you don't structure a trust to govern your biological estate, they will continue to monetize it. The elite create biomedical trusts to shield their bloodlines. Why haven't we? What they're not telling you about status correction. Filing UCC-1s and affidavits is not enough. If your energy, biometrics, and behavioral data are still flowing to their system, you're still bonded. True correction involves disengaging from biometric contracts, redirecting energy via trust, and administering your body and name as private property. Let's get into new era trust structures. The embodied trust. Imagine a multi-layered private trust that includes your legal name, your bloodline, your DNA data, your intellectual creations, your energy signature, and you become the living trust administrator, not just the assets, but for your biological estate. So you get to put all of that into this trust because you are telling them that it is private property and it does not belong to you and you cannot monetize or securitize it anymore. How to reclaim the hidden estate. You want to create a master trust with sub-trusts for intellectual property, land and lineage, biological rights, spiritual and energetic sovereignty. Appoint yourself as grantor of your energy, trustee of your living body, and beneficiary of your divine inheritance. And that divine inheritance is the ability for you to create and to own those creations. Final call to action. Reclaim the unseen. First, if you've only corrected your paperwork but not your body, energy, and consent, you're still in contract. 2, if you've only learned commercial law but not spiritual trust law, you're still collateral. 3, the DTB Trust Masterclass is no longer just about asset protection. It's about energetic reclamation and biological sovereignty. Your name, blood, body, and mind are part of a global estate. It's time to trust yourself enough to claim it. It's time to reclaim your freedom and take charge of your own affairs. It's time to not only do it for you, but do it for those generations that are coming after you, especially if you have children. Our DTB Trust Masterclass is this August, and right now early bird pricing is going until June 30th. So click those links in the description below for all of that. There's more information down there for joining our community as well. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment below, and I'll see you next time.